Greetings, blessings, and today I'm going to be working on the lymphatic drainage system. You can find out about the benefits of this in the description under the video, which tells you what it benefits and what happens if we have a blocked lymphatic drainage system. So we're going to be using some yoga movements combined with lymphatic movements to really get that lymphatic drainage flowing within the body. It's the network of vessels, nodes, and organs, and it removes excess fluids, waste, and bacteria from the body's tissue. And just a few examples is that if it's blocked, it can create constipation, bloatedness, tiredness. It affects the immune system. It can create inflammation in the body, but read the description under the video which details it all. And it acts as a fluid balancing and immune defense system, filtering this fluid called lymph and returning it to the bloodstream. So we're going to start with a very short grounding, and then we're going to get into getting this lymph system moving. Okay, so let's begin. So we're going to start, my notes there, with some grounding. So finding a comfortable place on your mat, sitting on the block, so that our knees and thighs are just slightly lower than the hips to keep the spine straight. And it's just a very short grounding today. So being aware of your breath. And the breathing also helps with the drainage of the lymphatic system. That's why we're combining some breath work and pranayama breath work into our flow today. So inhale from the base of your spine and take the breath right up the spine, right up the back of the neck, up to the crown of the head. And on the exhale, relaxing the chin down towards the chest. And exhale, blowing out. Inhale, lengthening the spine. And exhale, relaxing the shoulders down and away from the ears. This time, inhale, in, into, come on, off there, off. Inhale, into the abdomen, letting the abdomen expand as far as you can. And exhale, sending the breath down the legs and the feet. Inhale, opening up the heart center. Let the heart, chest expand. And exhale, relaxing the whole body. Relaxing the arms and the hands. Relaxing the face, releasing the jaw. We're using ujjayi breath, sound of the ocean. There's a demonstration on my channel, a short demonstration on the shorts. Inhale, lengthening. Breathing in through the nose into the heart center. And exhaling from the abdomen. Making the sound of the ocean. Inhale into the heart center. Exhaling from the abdomen. Being aware of the sounds around you. Observing your breath as you inhale and exhale. Listening to the slight constraint sound in the back of the throat as you inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. Being aware of the space around you, the contact of the buttocks on the mat, rooted and grounding our lower chakra, our root chakra, into the earth's energies. Being aware of the air passing through. Deeply listening to your breathing, to the sounds around you, in acceptance to all that is in this moment. And then we're just going to do a short pranayama breath work. This is the fire breath as we are in the summer season here in the UK. And we're connecting the summer with the fire element. So this one is we're just so we're breathing in and out into the rib cage, but you'll feel your belly going out and in and out and in. So you're pulling in on the inhale and expands on the exhale, but we're doing it short, quick, rhythmic breath to just start the fire off within our body, getting that fire element flowing within our body. So gently close your eyes. We're breathing in and out of the nose. Take a deep breath and let's begin. Deep inhale and exhale. Just taking a moment to reflect on how that has affected, especially the mind. As we begin our lymphatic flow in this session. So a lot of our lymph nodes are just under the jaw, the neck, the shoulders, the armpits, the abdomen, the groin, and behind the knees. So we need to get this flowing. So taking a deep breath in, we're going to start with our neck, lengthen. On the exhale, lifting the head gaze up towards the ceiling. Feel that stretch in the neck. Exhale, coming back down and bringing the chin down towards the chest. Feeling the stretch in the back of the neck. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, taking your left ear to the left shoulder. And you can just put your hand behind your head to just gently pull it down towards the shoulder. Feeling that stretch in the left side of your neck. Inhale up to center. Exhale, taking the left ear to the left shoulder and just gently pulling it with your left hand, not too much, and feeling the stretch in your right side of your neck. And inhale up to center. Now we're going to do rotation of the neck. So bringing the left ear to the left shoulder, rolling the neck down and around over to the left, and inhale up round the back. Exhale down and round. Moving the other way. these are good to do every day because we hold a lot of tension in our neck and shoulders. And a lot of that could be blocked lymph nodes and fascia. Next, we're going to start with curling the shoulders. So inhale, bringing the shoulders up, and exhale, bringing the shoulder blades together at the back, down and around. Inhale up, exhale, down and around. And for the other way. Inhale up and round at the back, exhale forward. Lovely. Now I'm going to do this one standing up as well, putting your hands on your shoulders. Inhale, bringing the elbows forward, exhale down and round. So we really start to open up and release those shoulders. And for the other way, reverse. Inhale, taking the hands all over the head. Exhale, placing the right hand by the right buttock and bringing that right arm over. So we're getting a stretch on the left side and the left side of the neck. Inhale up. Exhale the left hand to the left buttocks and inhale, bringing that right arm over and across. Inhale up and exhale down. Removing the block now. We're coming onto our hands and knees into tabletop. And we're going to do a reverse. We're going to do cat-cow. So we're in tabletop. The hands are under the shoulders. The tailbone is pointing towards the wall. The forehead is, the top of the head is pointing forward that way. And this is just starting to warm up the abdomen, lymph node, and also in the neck and the chest. So inhale, bringing the belly towards the floor, lifting up the gaze, feeling that stretch in the neck and the front of the chest. Exhale, chin to chest, arching the spine, looking between the legs. So starting to work that lymph nodes. Exhale in the abdomen, the neck and the chest. Inhale, belly towards the floor, lifting up. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, chin to chest. Coming back into tabletop. Curling your toes as we come up into downward dog. Now walk that dog. We also have lymph nodes in the back of our knees. So we're going to get all the lymph nodes flowing today. Inhale into the heart, and as you exhale, push away with your hands and lift that tailbone up to the sky. And inhale, walking your feet up to your hands into forward fold, keeping the knees unlocked. And inhale with a straight spine, knees unlocked, coming up. Hands overhead, look back, and exhale down to the heart center. So we're going to start off with getting these lymph nodes moving, okay? So putting your hands on your shoulders, we're going to do that again because we have big lymph nodes in our shoulders and our armpits, and these can become stagnant and we need to get them moving. So inhale, bringing the shoulders up, exhale down and round. And move it with your breath. We inhale up and we exhale down and round. Ujjayi breath, inhale to the heart, exhale from the abdomen. And the other way. Inhale up around the back, exhale down and round. Well done. And here we're going to do some arm swings. So we're just going to twist and tap the body as we look over our shoulder. Follow, looking at the wall, let your eyes follow the movement, warming up our waist, warming up our lymph node in our abdomen, and also in our under our armpits. While getting the elbows on the shoulders now as we twist and look over. Just big breaths now. And coming back to centre. Taking your hands on your hips. We're going to do some hip circles. Inhale. Exhale over to the right. Inhale up to centre. Exhale over to the left. Inhale up to centre. We're going to do circles now. So pushing the hips forward, round to the right, and coming forward, pushing the hips back, over to the left and forward. So we're doing big hip circles with our hips. And this is really getting that lymph node in our abdomen going, our solar plexus, our sacral chakra, our root chakra. And then the other way, over to the right, exhale down, inhale, open, push the hips forward. You can do some creaks there. And then coming up to centre. Now, bringing your knees together, we're going to do some knee circles because we have big lymph nodes behind our knees, which can cause puffiness and swelling in our legs. So bring the knees together and we're just going to go in circles. We're doing 8 one way and 8 the other way. Keeping those knees together, feeling the behind the knees working. Well done. Now taking the legs really wide, and we're going to continue with that, working those hips in a circle. So maybe not as big a hip circles here, a bit kind of like an Elvis style dance, but just getting those hips moving in circles, and you can feel it probably in your lower spine. And we're working our abdomen and also our groin muscles here, and then we go the other way. Well done. Now bringing the legs together. We're going to work with the neck here. So bringing your arm out in front, you're going to keep your gaze on your hand as you look up, across your right shoulder, and then down towards your left armpit. Keeping your eyes on that thumb if you can, the outstretched thumb. Really feel those neck muscles working. And the same with the other side, bringing the right arm out. We're now going to look up across our left shoulder, keeping the eyes on the thumb if you can, and exhale down towards the right armpit. Really feel that working in the neck muscles now. Now this is a balancing one. So balancing on your left leg, bringing up your right knee, and we're just going to do circles to get. Now you can hold onto a wall or something here if you need to, or bring your arms out to help you balance. So just going to warm up behind the knee. So just kind of circling from the knee, okay, and then the other way. I think I balance better with my hands on my hips. Breathe, and then lifting up the other leg. We're just doing 8 to 10. Whoop, I'm losing my balance. 8 to 10 one way. It's best if you focus on something with your gaze. It helps to keep your balance. And 8 to 10 the other way. Warming up those behind the knees. Well done. And now, just checking my list. We're just going to do some swift. We inhale up onto our toes, bringing up the arms, leaning back a little bit. We double inhale and we double exhale, bending our knees, coming back down on our heels. Double inhale, double exhale. Coming up on your toes on the inhale. Well done. We're kind of mixing pranayama with lymph flow movements. And then we're just going to gently bounce as we swing our arms. Just kind of bouncing on each foot, swinging our arms, getting those armpit nodes moving, the lymph nodes. And bouncing is really good as well to get that lymph fluid flowing. And then we're just going to swing our arms up and reverse. Bring it up and reverse. Feeling that in the shoulders and the armpits. Well done. And then we're just going to bounce. Bouncing on our heels. And it just gets everything flowing. Just bounce. Just bounce. Just bouncing. To help what we've released get flowing through the body. Well done. So just taking a moment here in mountain pose. Ground our feet. Lifting up through the spine and the collarbone and the head up towards the sky. Big inhale, ujjayi breath into the heart. Exhaling from the abdomen. Just feeling the sensations in the body from that lymphatic pranayama flow. And we're going to continue with this flow. We're going to move into a sun salutation that everybody knows. And then we'll move on to the floor to finish off with some floor work. So standing in mountain pose at the end of your mat. Inhale into the heart. Exhale, bringing the palms to the heart center. Inhale, lifting up the arms. Hands together, leaning back. Exhale, arms out, coming down into forward fold, keeping the knees unlocked. Inhale, left leg back, knee on the floor. Inhale, lifting up the arms overhead. And exhale, hands by the front foot, bringing that front foot back in to downward dog. Taking a breath here. Breath retention. Knees, chest, chin into a zigzag. And inhale, pushing up into cobra. Lifting up the neck, lifting up the gaze, stretching that front neck. And exhale into downward dog. Exhale from the abdomen. Inhale, bringing that left foot between the hands. You can help it if you need to. Looking up. And exhale, bringing that back leg forward into forward fold. And you can feel that stretch in the back of the knees. So working the knee nodes here too. And inhale up with a straight spine. Exhale, palms to the heart center. So we're also working our lymph nodes here through the yoga and getting that lymphatic fluid flowing. Inhale, lifting up, lean back, palms together, look up. Exhale, arms at the side, coming down so the spine is straight, into forward fold. Inhale, right leg back, knee on the floor, lifting up the arms. Exhale, into downward dog. Pushing away with the hands, lifting the tailbone to the sky. Knees, chest, chin. And forward, inhale up into cobra. And we're working the lymph nodes here in the neck, opening up the chest and our abdomen. Exhale, into downward dog. Inhale, right foot forward. Look up. Exhale, bringing that back leg forward. Knees bent. And inhale, coming up. Leaning back. Palms together. Exhale down to the heart center. Now the sun salutation is a beautiful practice because it actually gets working on all the energy system, the chakras, the lymph nodes. We're working our neck, our shoulders, underneath our armpits, our abdomen, our groin and behind the knees. So we'll do one more. Exhale, palms to the heart center. Inhale, lifting up, lean back, palms together. Exhale, down into forward fold. Now here, to extend the work on the abdomen for the lymph node, pull that belly in back towards the spine. So we're actually doing an Uddiyana Bandha, a kind of abdominal lock on the exhale. And then we release it and inhale, bringing our left knee back and lift up our arms. Exhale into downward dog. Pushing back with those hands, lifting up the tailbone. Breath retention, knees, chest, chin in a zigzag and pushing forward. Inhale up into cobra. Exhale into downward dog. Inhale, left foot between the hands, look up. Exhale, bring that back leg forward, pulling in the belly towards the spine, abdominal lock. Keeping the knees unlocked, keeping that spine so we're not coming up like this. Keeping the spine straightish as we inhale. Palms together, lean back and exhale down to the heart center. We're going to do the other side, the right side. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, arms onto the side, coming down into forward fold. Pulling in that belly back towards the spine. Inhale, right leg back, knee on the floor, lifting up the arms. Exhale into downward dog. Breath retention, knees, chest, chin. And inhale, pushing forward into cobra. Lifting up that head, feeling the stretch in the neck. Exhale into downward dog. Inhale, bringing the right foot forward, look up. Exhale, bringing that back leg forward into forward fold, pulling the belly in back towards the spine, helping with the lymph node in the belly and abdominal lock. Release and inhale, coming up, bringing the arms overhead, palms together, look up, and exhale down to the heart center. Well done. So we're just going to move into a couple of standing asanas, which is also going to help with these lymph nodes and getting things moving. So we're going to move into side ankle pose. So the back foot is 45 degrees, the front is 90, facing the wall. The heels are in line. We bend that front right leg so that the knee is in line with the ankle. Lifting up our arms. We inhale into our heart and we exhale, bringing that right elbow to the right knee and swinging that left arm across. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, right elbow to right knee, swinging across. Inhale, coming up. We're going to hold it here. You can look up at your hand, or if that's too much on your neck, just keep the neck looking ahead. Inhale, lifting up through the heart. Exhaling from the abdomen. Now here, we're getting a good stretch on the left side. Working our facial tissue, also working our shoulder, under our arms, and our abdomen, and behind the knees. And inhale, coming up. Feel that in that right leg, really working that lymph node behind the right knee and the groin area. And now turning that right foot 45 degrees and the left foot 90 degrees. Make sure the heels are in line. We bend that front knee so it's just in line with the ankle. The torso is forward, lifting up, looking over the left hand. We inhale into the heart, big inhale. Exhale, bring the left elbow to the left knee and bringing across that right arm. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, bringing that right arm across. Feeling the stretch on the right side of the body now. Inhale, coming up. And exhale across. Inhale into the heart, ujjayi breath. Exhale across. We're going to hold it here now. Inhale, lifting up, but don't bring that hip too far forward. Try and keep it back in line with the leg. Feel that stretch. Feel the left leg working. And inhale, coming up. Well done. Now the brain loves balancing exercises, and it helps with balancing all the energies. So we're just going to do a very short standing tree pose. So taking the weight onto your left leg, bringing up your right leg into your inner thigh. Okay. I always bring on this because I can see myself. So, and in the palms together. And I'm losing my balance because I'm looking at the video. Okay, let's focus. And inhale, lifting up the arms. Tighten those buttocks, squeeze them together. It helps to keep the balance. Focus on a point. Deep breaths. And exhale, coming out. Well done. Now you can probably feel that strain on that left leg, and that's working our left node. So So we're going to move on from behind the left knee. So we're going to move on to the right leg, putting the weight onto the right leg. Focus on a point and keep your eyes on that. It helps you to balance. And when we lift up, kind of squeeze your buttocks, squeeze your legs. It helps to keep the balance up there. So and if you can only do that, that's okay. If you want to use a block, and just do that close to you, that's okay too. Okay? So taking the weight onto your right leg, the spine is straight, grounding that right foot into the earth, bringing up the left leg, tightening those buttocks, tightening the hips, tightening the legs, and lift up. Doesn't matter if you come out, come back in. I'm struggling to balance today. And exhale, come out. I always struggle when I'm doing a live class because I'm trying not to look at myself. So that's just the tree pose. And now we're going to go back onto the floor to do some sanas as we finish off our lymphatic short class today. But I'm trying to focus on more short, sharp classes than too longer classes, because I've noticed that there's so much on YouTube and people are so used now to just strolling. So I'm trying to keep it more short and focused. So come on to the end of the mat in mountain pose. Inhale, lifting the arms up overhead, keeping the chin towards the chest. Exhale, coming down to forward fold, pulling in that belly towards the spine and lock it in. Release, and then just bringing your legs down into plank. Taking a breath here. Hold it for 4 breaths. And then coming down onto your knees. Well done. So here we're going to do a floor. Okay, so it's the cobra floor. We exhale, coming down into child's pose. And then we inhale, coming up, lifting up the arms overhead. Exhale back into child's. And inhale, coming forward and up into cobra. Exhale back into child's, keeping those knees wide. Bringing the forehead on the mat, the arms are outstretched, the fingers are spread. Inhale up onto your knees, bringing your arms overhead. Exhale down into child's. Deep ujjayi breaths. Inhale, coming forward and up into cobra. Exhale back into child's. We're working the spine and the abdomen, behind the knees, the shoulders, under the armpits. Exhale down. Inhale forward and pull up into cobra. Exhale back into child's pose. We're going to hold here for 4 breaths. Coming up on your fingertips, arms outstretched, and then letting the arms come down. So working our armpits here, and also the lymph nodes behind the knees, the groin. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale from the abdomen, pulling the abdomen in to the spine. Release, inhale into the heart. Exhaling from the abdomen. Inhale. and exhale. We're also working our deep facial lines in our groin, the kidney, the liver, and we're working our heart and lungs in the arms. So we make some fascia release with lymphatic flow. And then coming up onto your knees, bringing your arms onto your hips. The gaze is ahead. Inhale, lifting up our head towards the sky. So we're working this neck, lymph nodes. And then exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, opening up the chest and the neck. And exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, lifting up the head, lifting up the gaze. And exhale, chin to chest. Last one. This time you can either stay here or you can bring your fingers onto your heels and we're going to hold it there. And inhale, coming back up, well done. So really opening up those lymph nodes in the stomach, the neck, the shoulders. We're coming down onto our backs for a bridge pose, which opens up the abdomen. So bending the knees, on the spine is straight, the chin is towards the chest. See if you can get your longest finger to touch the heels of your feet. Take a deep breath here to prepare. Inhale into the heart. Exhaling from the abdomen. Inhale, lifting up the hands, lifting up the buttocks, lifting up the abdomen. Chin is on the chest. We're massaging our thyroid here and exhale, coming back down. Inhale, lifting up. So really working on groin, our knees, our abdomen. And we're massaging our thyroid gland in the neck. Exhale, coming back down. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale from the abdomen, coming back down. Now we're going to move into the static hold. So inhale, lifting up. And if you can leave your arms overhead or you can intertwine your fingers and bring your shoulder blades together to really push up into that bridge pose. Now here we're really working those neck and massaging the thyroid gland. Inhale into the heart, lifting up. Exhale from the abdomen. Grounding. Inhale, deepening the stretch. Exhaling from the abdomen, feeling those legs working behind the knees, the abdomen. Last breath. Inhale into the heart, pushing up. Exhaling from the abdomen, releasing and coming back down. Just taking your legs out here. Taking a deep breath. Lifting up your arms overhead. And taking a deep breath into the heart. And exhaling from the abdomen. Feeling that stretch in the whole body. rolling over onto your side, your right side, pushing yourself up. And we're going to do opening up our groin area. So we're working with our lymph nodes here in the groin area. And you can use a pillow to kind of put on the end of your buttocks if you need to. If your knees are tender, you can sit on the edge of a pillow and you can put your knees under blocks. But we want to get some, you can do that if that helps. But what we're looking at here is to get a stretch in the groin and behind the knees, okay? So what we're going to do first, we're going to inhale our arms up and exhale, coming across that right leg and see if we can get our knee, our head towards the knee. Taking a couple of breaths here, feel the stretch on the inner side of that leg into the groin, behind the knees. And inhale, pushing up with your right hand, bringing that arm back up and out. I'm going to do the same on the other side. Inhale, lifting up the right arm. And exhale, coming across. And if you can only come this far, that's okay. Just come, if you can only do that, just come as far as you can. And taking 4 deep breaths here. Inhale, coming up. The next one we're going to do is we're going to move forward. So you might want to block here so that you can just rest your hands like this. This is a half a yang pose, but it also is a yin pose when we hold it for longer. So we're going to mix in a yin here to really work behind the knees and this groin area. Because a lot of puffiness and swelling we get in our legs is caused by blockages in the lymphatic system. So you're moving yourself forward. We're going to hold it here now. You can just use your hands like this, chin towards the chest until you feel there's enough stretch here behind the knees and the groin that you can't go any further, that it will cause you pain. And you can use your block to rest your hands on, and you can use it either way. Whatever helps with you. So we're going to put the block like that, and we're going to just hold it here in the yin pose as we take deep breaths. So just go as far as you can. We don't want to feel any pain. As soon as you feel pain, ease yourself out of it. Inhale into the heart. Exhale from the abdomen, deepening into the stretch. Inhale into the heart. Exhale from the abdomen, deepening into the stretch. So just doing deep breathing now. We don't take any notice of any noise around us. We're here in the present moment. We accept with awareness. And we keep our focus on our bodies and our breath. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, deepening. Feeling that stretch on the inner thighs. Working those meridian lines now on the inner legs. Feeling that release behind the knees and the groin on the lymph nodes. Allowing whatever is to be. There's a little bit of noise out here, but we just completely focus on what we're doing and we don't let that get to us. Mindfulness. you'll notice as we sit here, deeply breathing, that the body begins to loosen as we fall deeper into the stretch. Feeling that tightness in the knee, behind the knees and the inner groin, really releasing that now. Last breath. And gently inhale, gently curling up, coming up vertebra by vertebra. Well done. So to counteract the forward fold, we're going to finish with a back bend and some grounding. So onto your belly, we're going to do the fish pose. So lying on your belly, the forehead is on the mat. Taking a deep breath. Bringing your arms by your side. So we inhale, bringing up the neck, the head, the shoulders. And we exhale, calming back down. Now, you can just do this, lifting up the neck and the shoulders and the head. But what we're going to do here is also lift up our legs if you can. Okay, if you can't, that's okay. Just lift up your chest, your neck, your head. Inhale, lifting up. Lift up those legs. Exhale from the abdomen, coming back down. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, coming back down. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, coming back down. Inhale, lifting up. And we're going to hold it here. You can bring your hands together to really lift up into that stretch. Or just keep your hands at the side like this. Inhale, lifting up. Exhaling from the abdomen. Last breath, lift up. And exhale back down. Well done. So what we're going to do now, we're going to roll over onto our backs into the final relaxation. Coming onto our backs. The spine is straight, the chin is towards the chest, the arms are out at the sides, the palms are up, the heels are at the edges of the mat. So we release ujjayi breath and we go into deep relaxation breath now. And I just want you to notice, bringing the chin down towards the chest, the back of the neck is long, shoulders down and away from the ears. And I just want you to notice now how you feel now compared to before we started the class. So inhale, lengthening. Exhale, deepening into the earth, into the mat. Now we're going to go through the body. Imagine you're under the sun, bringing in the fire element. You can feel the heat of the sun on your body. And feel in the release and how your body feels now compared to before we started the practice. So bringing awareness to your toes. Breathing into the toes. Up into the soles of the feet and the heels.
tops of the feet, and on the exhale, deeply relaxing the feet. Bringing the breath in from the feet up to the ankles, the calves and the shins. Exhale, deeply relaxing the lower legs. Now breathing into the knees, the front of the knees and the back of the knees, where we've been releasing that blockage of the lymphatic in behind the knees, where there's big lymph nodes. Inhale into the back and the front of the knees. On the exhale, deeply relax the knees into beingness. Breathing into the upper legs, the thighs, the outer, the inner, the front and the back of the upper legs. On the exhale, let go. Breathing into the abdomen. Let's go with the groin area. The top of our legs. Breathing into the groin and the lower and our hips, the buttocks. Exhale, let go into beingness. Breathing into our lower abdomen. I'm going to do a yogic breath here. We take one breath into the abdomen, up into the ribs, up into the upper chest, then we breathe down from the upper chest, the ribs, the belly. Let each one expand. It's a 3-part yogic breath. Inhale into the abdomen, up into the ribs, up into the upper chest, and exhale down the upper chest, the ribs and the abdomen. We're going to do the same with the spine. Breathing into our root chakra at the base of the spine, taking it up each vertebra to the top of the neck. Inhale. Up each vertebra to the middle, to the upper, lengthening the back of the neck. And exhale down the upper spine, the middle and the lower. Releasing that spine, letting go into the mat. Now taking the breath into the shoulders. Deep breath into the shoulders. You can lift them up towards the ears. And on the exhale, really pulling them down and away from the ears. Breathing into the heart center. Let the heart expand. We hold a node in our chest, a lymph node. And on the exhale, sending the breath down the arms into the hands and the fingers, the palms of the hands, the backs of the hands. Feeling the aliveness in the hands. Taking the breath into the back of the neck, the sides of the neck, the front of the neck. And on the exhale, deeply relaxing the neck. Taking the breath into the back of the head, the top of the head, the forehead is wide. Relaxing the jaw, relaxing the cheeks, relaxing the teeth, tongue at the bottom of the mouth, lips and teeth apart. Taking your awareness to your eyebrows, the eyelids, the eyelashes. Taking a deep breath in, deep behind the eyes. Mind floating on the breath, breath leading the mind to the heart. And just taking some nice slow breaths, deep breaths now. as you feel the effects of this practice today, really getting that lymphatic system flowing. And when you're ready, just bring some movement to your fingers, your toes. You might want to lift over your arms overhead, another stretch. Rolling over onto your right side. Taking a breath here. And when you're ready, gently pulling yourself up to sitting on your block as we finish the class today. Crossing your legs, bringing the palms together. Gratitude for the breath, for the practice. Gratitude for the teachings. May the practice not only benefit ourselves, but all beings. May all beings be happy and free. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om. Namaste. I hope you enjoyed the practice today. Just listen for the bell. And I'll see you in the next class. I think it's going to be a lymphatic yoga face practice. And also this week I will be uploading, we have the full moon, the July full moon in Aquarius on Wednesday. So I will be uploading a full moon yin class. Namaste. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and follow so you don't miss the next class. Namaste and thank you.